Ryan Babel has blamed Liverpool for his failure to fulfil his potential as he returns with unfinished businesses in the Premier League. Fulham's new signing spent more than 3 years at Anfield, after joining from Ajax in 2007, with his national team's then coach Marco van Basten saying Babel could be the next Henry. Despite the hype, Babel would start just 31 of his 91 Premier League appearances under Benitez, and then Roy Hodgson, as fans saw only what the winger now describes as glimpses of his best. Babel scored 12 league goals for Liverpool as well as 7 in the Champions League, including 5 in Liverpool's run to the semi-final in 2007-08. I wanted to develop well, and, as they promised me before I joined, just be given the guidance I needed to become a better player, said Babel. That didn't happen, and, for a lot of different reasons, I didn't fulfill my potential. I was young. Maybe I should have stayed a couple more years in Holland. I had been living with my parents, so it was the first time living abroad and by myself. Different country, different culture. I came from Ajax, where you play 4-3-3 mostly, and as a winger they didn't want you to defend too far back. In the English game, when you play 4-4-2 you have to change your mentality, because you're not a winger, you're a left midfielder, so you have to help your full back. Those were the things I was struggling with, especially in my first year, and in my opinion I don't think the coaches taught me how to manage that properly. I had to find out myself. I think that was why maybe I wasn't always playing consistently. Babel has also hit back at criticism over his attitude during his time at Liverpool, with accusations of a lack of dedication, exacerbated by his love rap music. He even had a #1 in Holland. There was nothing wrong with my attitude, he added. There were a lot of things that bothered me, that were written about me, like my mentality was not supposed to be good. I have never been a difficult person. I was always easy. I came on time. I was always a professional. It was more that I was not always consistent to put maximum work into training sessions. If you are young and are not playing, and you don't get rewarded with game time, it is difficult to try to still be hungry in the training sessions. That is very normal if you are 20 years old. At the time I always went to try to speak to the manager a lot. It was very easy then to say, when I was in a phase, when I was not really working, "Oh, you are not working hard enough." I was young, and I did a lot of things besides football. Then they took that part way out of proportion, that I was being more busy with music than with football. Of course not. Again, that was part of the experience and understanding how football works here in England. At the age of 22-23, I left all that behind. I am 10 years older. Much more life experience, much more football experience, much more mature. During those immature times, Babel got in trouble for his antics on social media. He is most famous for tweeting a picture of former referee Howard Webb in a Manchester United shirt hours after Liverpool had lost 1-0 at Old Trafford, a post for which he was fined £10,000. I posted it, and after not even 30 minutes, it was all over CNN, Sky Sports. "I didn't expect that to happen," he said. I did not realize the press was lurking on social media to see if you made a mistake! ! That tweet was not the last time Babel would get in trouble. He was embroiled in a sexism row while at Al Ain in the UAE after he sent a tweet to a critic telling her "You're a girl, stay in your lane." 8 years after his departure from Liverpool via Hoffenheim, Ajax again, Kasımpaşa, Al Ain, Deportivo La Coruña and Besiktas, the red-haired Babel is back in England at relegation battling Fulham, having signed on a 6-month contract. "I feel I've done so much in my career, but a little part of me feels I still have unfinished business here in the Premier League."